now the Rising Fighter is back on the thing, I've just done the steering links with the threaded rod. But one of the things I'm going to try and add is a strut brace. And I'm going to use more threaded rod, as you can guess. And I've got some leftover suspension balls I'm going to use, and some Tamiya ends. So I'm going to get the balls on the top, where it will screw through and hold this together, and then it will clip on. So to get the body off, it's just unclip one end and slide it out the way, or completely pop it off. So they were the screws that were holding the top on. Oh my hand. But you have to use the next size up, and they fit perfectly through these balls. They're the same size as what I've used as the steering, but the lunchbox steering, they're only a 2mm thread, where these are a 3. Where the arms are quite thin, that's why I use the 2mm ones, the correct ones. So now what we've got to do is try and pop these on each end. Easier said than done, these are quite tough to get on. See, at the moment, being new, they're very stiff. So a bit of leverage under the metal mount helps. There we go. So all we got to do is make a rod that fits in between. So this is where calipers come in useful. You just have to roughly hold them. Work out how much you need inside. Only has to be roughly. I think that should be good. So all we've got to do is mark a piece of rod and cut it to length. So we've measured across, got a distance, and we've marked the rod with the tape, and now I know where to cut it. Now we've one end slightly wound on, we'll wind it into the other side, and we'll just keep winding until it lines up. There we go. So I'm not going to clip it on yet, because we're going to do one more thing. We're going to measure in between, and just to tidy it up we're going to put some plastic tube on it and paint it. And the thing is, the calipers are really good. Like I said, you can measure it and then just score it and snap in place. And you can check, and it should be just over. But once you've straightened it out with a file, you should have the part ready. There we go. So all you have to do is take off one end, tube goes on, and it just tidies it up. Like I said, once it's painted black, it'll look good. But there's a reason for this strut brace. It's not just making it. It's because what I'm going to do to the car. But that is at the end of the video. There we go, that looks pretty good. So all I've got to do now is paint this up. Now I've prepped the car for final assembly. I'm going to put the brace on first. It's funny how last time it was easy. There we go. Like I said, this is easy to remove at any time. Just need to get it to clip on. There we go. It's a tight fit, but now the suspension is nicely braced. But you might be saying, why have you taken the wheels off? Well, there is a reason. Because I've got new wheels for it. So we're going to completely change it and probably be cutting down the front bumper, as you can guess. It's going to be too big. Yeah, so this is stepping it up to, I think, a fun build. But then, you know, I like my mad balls. And I did build something like this many years ago. Some people I've spoken to about it, with a grasshopper too, before even a mad ball came out, and quite a lot of other people did it as well. We're going to have to modify the bumper in a sec because it's no good. That's one of those things. Plus we're going to have to give it a name, because I think it's going to run really nice with these tyres on. Well, I'm hoping, because it puts a bit more weight on the rear. And that could change everything. Yeah, I think cutting a big lump out the front bumper is the answer, because it's going to catch. Definitely going to catch. There we go. The tyre's on, and I think that's quite good. And we'll see how it handles. Now let's chop the bumper down, and we'll talk name. There she is, all finished, all converted up. The bumper I've chopped down here. There's plenty of clearance. There's no way it should reach. And I think it looks nice at the bumper, not quite as wide. Now the thing is, what do I call it? Do I call it the Mad Rising Fighter, or do I call it the Rising Mad Fighter, or the Rising Bullfighter? What nickname do I give it? Because they all suit, because now it is a mad bull more than anything. But this is what I've actually been leading up to. I had it planned to convert it to this. totally planned. But like I said, it's got upgraded steering, it's got a brace here because of the weight of the wheels. So any big landings on this side, it should support this plastic a lot better. But the way I've designed it, because it's just easy replaceable balls, it's simple to pop off. So if you got any better ideas on a name, leave something in the comments and we'll look into it. But here's my Rising Fighter conversion.